Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing really well today. My name's Katie, if this is the first time you're joining me. I'm a mum of a family of 4 in the southwest of the UK. I do vlogs quite often, once a week, twice a week sometimes. Grocery hauls, meal videos, stuff like that basically. So if you like me, stick around if you want to, that is. So yeah, hope you're very well. Today's Saturday. We've had a really busy week. It feels like it's just been non-stop this week. Simon and Hannah, so my husband and my eldest, if you didn't know, are out today going to look at a university because she is in the last year at college now and she's obviously thinking about the future. So they've gone off today. They had a really early start this morning. I think they were up at 6. Simon was probably up a bit earlier for the dog, but they were up and out and had to be gone by 6:45 this morning so that they could get there in time. I think it's like a whole day thing, so it's like 9 till 3 or something like that. And I don't know quite what the itinerary is of the day, but obviously looking around and stuff like that. So she didn't really want to miss anything in case there's specific time slots for stuff. We don't know anything about how this all works yet, so it's just a case of going along, I guess, and finding out. But I mean, a couple of days ago, me and Rebecca went to Birmingham for the day. That was another long day. We had a lovely day. It was a very early start again. So we were up at 5 AM that day. So that was a busy day for us, very busy. I think it took me the day after to recover from that a little bit because it's just exhausting. I think, obviously, well, you may or may not know, I am legally blind as well. So I do find it a little bit difficult. I find it extremely tiring to be in busy locations or situations. Probably more so than somebody without sight problems gets tired, I would have thought, because my eyes have to work extra hard. It just tires me out quite a lot, really. But there we go. That's just life. I still want to do these things. Yeah, so... And then, so basically, because they're going today, so Simon usually works nights. He starts, when most people will be having their dinner or evening meal, he starts work then, basically, and he works until 5 AM, I think it is, 5:30 AM. But he normally does Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. And he's had to swap a couple of days, or he's had a day off, booked a night off, and he's swapped one of the days so that he can take Hannah to the university to look around. Because obviously, being blind is probably the best idea. I don't drive anywhere. I mean, I can't drive. I do sort of know how to drive. If it came to it, I could drive. But I probably definitely shouldn't. I'm not legally allowed to. So, getting sidetracked here. My throat's a bit funny today as well. Yes, they're off there. So he's switched and he worked on Tuesday night. My dad's not been the wellest person recently. He's been in and out of hospital and things like that quite a bit. And he nearly went in again Tuesday night. I just made the girls tea and Simon went off to work, and then I think we got a call saying potentially he's going to have to go in. So could I go round and help, basically, a minute. So I did that, and I packed a bag just in case I had to stay over for any reason. The girls are more than capable of looking after themselves and the dog. So yeah, but obviously they've got he's 18, 19 weeks old now. They've got a little cockapoo puppy. He's a little monkey, definitely a little monkey, biting literally everything. He's, but obviously he can't be on his own from whatever time it was, 8 o'clock-ish until the morning, because that's potentially when my mum would have got back. So that's a bit too long for him. Being a puppy, he needs to go to the toilet fairly often. So yeah, so that was Tuesday. That was a busy day, but thankfully my dad didn't go in. The ambulance did come and saw to him. His oxygen levels are so ridiculously low, so it was a bit of a worry, but they sorted him out. And yeah, I'm not going to go into it all, but he didn't go in. But there's, chances are it's going to happen again pretty soon. Which is not great, is it really? Wednesday, I can't even remember what happened Wednesday. Not sure. Oh, I was on my own for the day Wednesday. The girls were both at college. Simon was at work, well, asleep, because he'd worked the Tuesday night and he's got to work the Wednesday night. And I spent the day to myself, and then I think I made a pasta bake. I made a bit of a mistake this week because I bought a cabbage, saying I'll buy a cabbage instead of a broccoli, and then I thought, hang on, I bought a broccoli as well. Why have I bought a broccoli as well? Didn't mean to do that, so I used the broccoli instead of the cabbage, and then I realised I did actually need 2 broccolis, and I bought one because I just changed my mind on one of them. So I'd used the one that I needed for the pasta bake. So then Simon had to get another one anyway. So, and now I've got a cabbage. So I'm hoping that that's going to be okay for Monday. And I'll use that then, because I also haven't used the parsnip either that I bought. So, but there we are, that's another story. I'll use that on Monday. Hopefully it'll be okay, because it's currently Saturday and they look fine at the moment. So yeah, so I'm spending the day again with Rebecca, because I can't get to the university very easily in summer. Cozily snuggled up on the sofa at the moment. I think we'll be going out for a walk pretty soon. Sitting having a cup of tea a minute. I've put some washing on. Trying to wash Summer's bedding because the sun is currently out, which yesterday was a horrendous day. It was absolutely chucking it down all day, non-stop, heavy rain as well. So not a good day for dog walkers or anybody who works outside either. So yeah, got a couple of bits to do today. I might make a cheesecake today because I need to get that made this week before the raspberries go bad. I need to make a puree with those and make a cheesecake because I want to portion it up and freeze the portions individually so that I will have them ready made and just defrost 1 or 2 whenever we want them over Christmas. And that will be our like cheesecake dessert, because I actually don't know if you can buy gluten-free ones. You probably can, but I prefer my homemade one. If I can buy a gluten-free one at some point, I probably will try it. I know Aldi did one, like a mixed one, and I tried to get that last year, but I couldn't get it anywhere. Not at all. Every time I try to check. I'm having a similar problem this year with Asda mince pies. Just can't get them. The ice-topped ones are there, but the normal ones, just not there. I keep saying, all the other supermarkets have got them. Either something's gone on with the Asda ones, like they've been recalled or something, or, I don't know, they can't be that nice that they've sold out instantly as soon as they put them on the shelf. Maybe they are. Because I've had some ice-topped ones that are quite nice. Who knows? Right, I'm going to get on, drink my cup of tea this morning, and I need to do some sorting out as well. Everything's looking a bit cluttered in here. It's also Summer's birthday tomorrow. Little doggy, she's going to be 9 tomorrow. She's not very little anymore. She's an old lady now, aren't you, Summer? Hey, you're going to be 9. She's going to be, how old tonight? No, oh my goodness. So she'll be 63 tomorrow. Wow. You're catching up, Summer. You nearly double my age now. I'm catching up. I don't know. Right, I'm going to go drink my tea, like I said. Sort the washing out, because I've washed some of Summer's bedding that needs doing with a bit of like Dettol stuff, because I use it on Summer's things. And then the sun's coming out even more. I think we should go out for a walk while it's nice, Rebecca. Get out while it's nice, because it could all change, couldn't it? And then, yeah, get on and probably make my cheesecake later on. So I will see you maybe when we're out for a walk, maybe later on, who knows. Right, here we are, out for a lovely bit of fresh air. Rebecca, me and Summer, enjoying the nice weather. Hopefully it doesn't rain because 1, I don't want to get wet, and 2, I've got washing on the washing line now. So, well, Summer's bedding that I really don't want to get wet, so we're going to play with Summer's favourite thing in a second, which is leaves. She absolutely loves leaves because I don't know why. I get like a backache from coming over here because there's just leaves everywhere and all she wants to do is catch them. So I'm going to go and entertain Summer and then I will get home, make some lunch because I'm getting a bit peckish. You, Rebecca?
Yes.
Peckish. We're just chatting about Stranger Things because we're very excited. It's coming up closer and we're super excited, trying to like theorise what we think is going to happen and stuff like that. Who's going to make it and who isn't. But yeah, we're just chatting about that really. So I will see you when we're back at home, ready, probably eating lunch or I've had lunch, who knows. Maybe I'll be making cheesecake by then. Ready, steady, go, go. You're a crazy kid. Come on, Summer's going to be in her element with all these, aren't you? Ready? Come on then. Ready? Whee! Stay there, stay there. Problem is, she gets too close. Ready? Go! Go back, 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 back. Stay. Stay. Yeah! Yes. Go! We're meant to be going forwards, not backwards here, darling. Right, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Ready? Ready? Go! You're full of beans today, aren't you? Right, stop. Go. 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 Right, we're back now from our walk. We had a really nice dry walk. Thankfully, it didn't rain at all while we were out, so I'm really pleased about that because it was horrendous yesterday. So we needed a bit of dry. I was gonna go and put out some more of the washing, see if I can make some room on the washing line. If not, I'll probably stick the aero out there and hope that it doesn't blow over because I've got loads and loads and loads of washing to try and catch up on. Just not been doing that much washing because of the weather. Obviously, over winter time, it's harder to dry everything, isn't it? So, washing down here. Rebecca's given me some more washing she needs doing, so I'm just going to stick what I can out for the minute. And yeah, and then I'm going to get on and make the lovely cheesecake. Excuse all the washing machine noise. I'm currently trying to wash Summer's lead and some of her toys. It's clanging around in a bag in the washing machine, so excuse that. But well, this is what I make my cheesecake in. I'm not actually sure on the measurement of this. I will pop it up on the screen because I'll measure it in a minute. So I'm gonna basically, to make it easier to take it all apart afterwards. So this is like a loose bottoms tin. Push it up and out, but I don't just want to make it in there. I'm going to cut out a 1 round piece of grease-proof paper, stick in the bottom, and then so this is confusing. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it with some foil, and then I'm going to put the grease-proof paper in on top of the foil, and then the cheesecake mix will be pushed onto that. it'll just be a little bit easier when it comes to taking it all out and cutting it into portions and stuff. So that'll keep it all from, you know, it'll help to contain it basically. So I'm going to draw around that first. And cut that out, and then I'm going to get my foil and pop it all in. Okay, right, that's done. That's prepared. Now I can start with the base. So I'm just going to get all my ingredients basically ready, because that's what I like to do when I'm making anything. So I'm going to read you what I use for this recipe. It's not my recipe, but it is a really nice recipe. So it's actually from a kid's book. I think it's, let me just, if I can try and link it, I will link it below, or I'll pop a picture in for you as a link or something like that. Because it's my favourite cheesecake, basically. So you will need 250 grams of digestives. I'm using free from digestives. That's what makes this gluten-free. You need 1 teaspoon of corn flour, 2 teaspoons of cold water, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. You need 125 grams of butter. I use unsalted butter. You need 225 grams of caster sugar. 300 grams of fresh raspberries, a little bit more, a little bit less, doesn't matter too much. I think I've got 250 grams, so slightly less, I think. But that will be more than enough to make the puree with. 60 grams of icing sugar, 450 grams of cream cheese, and 400 ml of double cream. So that's basically everything you need apart from like your equipment. So I also use a electric hand whisk because it's much easier than mixing it all by hand. I've got 2 of these because we need 1 for the cream cheese and 1 for the other cream. And then you need a saucepan, something to bash your biscuits with to crush them all, and I always put them in like a sealable bag to crush them because it's a lot easier and it saves on a lot of mess. So let's get started with all of that. So this packet, this is the one that I use, it's got 188 grams in it, it says. You could probably get away with just using that amount if you don't want to buy 2 packets, because obviously they are a little bit expensive, but I'm going to put in this time what it says. I have used just 1 in the past and it has been enough, so it's just entirely your preference. It makes quite a thick biscuit base, this cheesecake, so it's up to you. You can see what mine turns out like and then make your decision. So we've got so 189 grams from that. So see how many more we need. Not too many more probably. That'll do. 248 grams is probably just about enough. Perfect amount there. So next, what I'm going to do is give it a bash with my rolling pin. So I'm going to probably put some music over this a little bit because it's going to be a little bit noisy for you all otherwise. Make sure there's no air in the bags, otherwise it's going to just pop, basically. You don't want it to pop. There we go. Now I've got my bag of mashed to pieces biscuits. Now we can make our base with that with also some butter. So I'm going to melt the butter first. So I've got my 125 grams of butter, unsalted butter. I'll pop it in there and melt that. And once that's melted, I will tip the biscuits in, obviously turn the heat off, tip the biscuits in, give that a good stir through, and then we're going to press it into our tin that we've lined already. Right, that's done. I'm now going to pop that in the fridge to cool down and set a little bit. And then we're going to make the filling for the cheesecake. The next thing I'm going to do is get the raspberry puree done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix, I've got corn flour here and a little tiny ramekin thing. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of corn flour and 2 teaspoons of cold water. And just mix that together and set that aside because you're going to mix that with the raspberry puree once it's done. That's your corn flour and water there. I'm going to set that to one side. And now I'm going to go and do the raspberries. So I'm going to pop the raspberries in a saucepan with the icing sugar. Give that a mix and let them bubble away for about 3 minutes, like simmer away. And then once they're done, I'm going to sieve it into another bowl so I keep the raspberry juice. And that becomes what we use for our sauce. Let's get on with that. Right, I'm now going to sieve the raspberries into here. We're going to need the juice, but we don't want the bits that are collected in here. Trust me, you don't want them. I've tried them and they are gritty and sour because basically what's left behind is the seeds and things. So it's not really good for anything that much. So I'm just going to let that all drip through for a minute and collect in the bottom of there. And then we'll get rid of this stuff. And then we're going to pour this back into the saucepan and mix in the corn flour and water that we've already got ready. And then we will simmer that for a few minutes just until it thickens. So now that that's done, it will go a little bit thicker once it cools down. So I'm just going to leave that there to cool off while I make the cream cheese part of the cheesecake. So let's go over and do that. I've got my caster sugar ready, already weighed out here, 225 grams. I need where have I put it? 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And I need 400, hang on, what did it say? I need 450 grams of cream cheese. So what you do is you pop all them together in one bowl, mix them together, and then put the bowl to one side to do the double cream. Like cream cheese, I don't need quite all of these. So I'm going to have to weigh it out because I do need quite a lot though. So each one of these, if I can find it. Nope. Oh. Is 165 grams. So 2 isn't enough, but 3 is a bit too much. So we'll have a teeny bit left over. Or you can just pop it all in if you want, but... Okay, so the cream cheese, we got the caster sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Lovely. I'm going to mix all that in now. Right, let's pop that to one side and then we'll do the double cream. I'm going to use the other bowl for this one. I need 400 ml of double cream. So I'm just going to weigh that out first. Make sure I get the quantities correct. Okay, right. This is going to be a noisy part, so I'm going to put some music over this bit and speed it up a bit. I'm just going to whip this until it's stiff, And then I'm going to fold it into the cream cheese mixture, and that will be our main part of our cheesecake. Okay, now it's time to get the base back out the fridge. I'm going to start layering it up. So we pop about, I think it's 2/3 of the cream cheese mixture onto the base. And then we drizzle some raspberry puree over the top of that. And you can use a little cocktail stick if you want to sort of push it through the mixture a little bit if you want. If you want it to look pretty. And then we're going to put the rest of the cream cheese mixture on the top. And then do the same, make some little swirls with the last of the raspberry puree. Right, some of the last bits of footage just cut off, but what I've done, you saw me putting on some of the puree. I've just used the end of a spoon to push it through a little bit and make a few like squiggly shapes in it. I've now put the rest of the cream cheese on the top of that, just to spread the rest of that out and use it up. As you can see, it's a pretty hefty cheesecake. So you only need like small pieces really. So you get quite a lot of portions out of this. And it freezes really well. As long as you keep it in an airtight sealable container, it freezes lovely. So what I do, I pop it in the fridge to set, obviously. And then I remove it from the packaging, cut it into the size pieces that I want. Then I will freeze them, very carefully wrap them individually, loosely, and then freeze them. And then we can wrap them properly and store them all in like a sealable bag all together. Once they're frozen, they can sort of touch each other, it's fine. So that's that. I'm going to put the rest of the puree on now. I mean, you can do it in a posh way, but you don't need to, you know, you can pipe it on or whatever you feel like doing. I just drizzle it on however it goes on. Because it's such a thick layer of cheese, cream cheese and cream, that you need like split it into a couple of layers basically. Otherwise you've just got raspberry on the top and a really chunky bit of cheesy creamy cheesy stuff there. So it just means you got a bit of raspberry throughout. There we go. Lovely jubbly. And then, like I did before, which you didn't get to see, I'm just going to use the end. There's nothing special. Use the end of a spoon. I've got quite a lot of puree here, so it will look a little bit messy, but it will taste delicious, so I don't care what it looks like, to be honest with you. There we go. That's all I want it to look like. And now I'm going to pop it in the fridge to set. And then once it is ready, it might be later tonight, it might be tomorrow. I'll cut it into pieces and I will show you what it looks like then. I'm now sitting down for a minute because I'm exhausted. But Hannah and Simon are back and Hannah's going to tell us a little bit about what she did. So when you went to Plymouth Uni, have a look. Where have you put your drink?
On the table.
You got a cheeky Costa on the way back, a cheeky monkey.
Terry's chocolate orange.
Is it nice?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've had it before.
Yeah, haven't they got any new ones?
I was going to have a normal one, but then, like, the board flipped and it said chocolate orange.
You went,
no, actually Dad pointed it out and he asked me if I wanted it, so I said yes.
So, where did you go today, Hannah?
The University of Plymouth.
And what for just a look around? You have to, because like you're telling me for the first time as well, because I don't know what you did.
So it was an open day. Basically, when we got there, we parked in a car park close, and then we walked.
Was that easy to get to then?
Yeah, it's quite easy getting there anyway. It's just like one straight road on the motorway, and then the car park was easy to find as well. And then when we got into the building where we had to register, there was a welcome talk that we went to.
Was there loads and loads of people there?
Yeah, there was quite a lot of people there. Well,
as in like hundreds of people, or
probably. I mean, obviously I didn't see all hundreds of people.
No.
But yeah, and then we went to the welcome talk. That was quite interesting. They showed us like a little promotional video. Made by students there.
It's good.
So that was good. And they just talked like generally about like the campus and stuff. And then, and when we signed in, we got given these like booklets, and it had like a list of all the subjects and like times for talks and stuff.
Like an itinerary of the day.
Yeah. So after we did the welcome talk, we went to So after we went to the welcome talk, we went outside and we were going to try and find the building for like the finances talk. But we ended up going on a tour. Because we had enough time between when we got out of the welcome talk to between, like, yeah.
So you went on a tour of the university?
Yeah, because it's got, like, obviously it's one big uni, but they've got loads of different buildings for, like, different subjects and stuff. So that was quite interesting. And we just went round and...
So Dad said something, or did you say something, that there were, like, in the because that's what you want to do, criminology. Yeah. There were, what were the rooms?
The crime scene rooms.
They sound really cool.
Yeah, so I'll get on to that in a second.
Okay.
And then we went to the finances talk, and they talked more about, like, the loans and stuff, and, like, what you pay back and what you don't, and it's...
How it all works, basically, yeah?
Yeah. And then we went to the criminology talk, and that was really interesting. And they just talked about the different, like, years and what you do in the years and stuff, and, like...
Are there, how many years? 4? 3?
So...
4?
I think it's 3. It would be 3 if I didn't do the placement, which is optional.
Okay.
Which I do want to do, because I think that sounds quite interesting. So that would be 4 years altogether. And they talked about, like, studying abroad as well for a year, I think. So they said that some people have gone to, like, Canada, Australia, Berlin.
What, as one of the years?
Yeah, as one of the years, which sounds so fun.
Yeah.
And then they talked about in like the second and third year how you can like pick the modules that you want to do, because first year is very like set about what they teach you, and then you pick like the bits that you want to take from like other subjects or whatever. And then in third year you write your dissertation, but you get help with that. Oh, and they've got like a cold case unit thing, which is like a volunteer thing, but they investigate like local missing persons.
Oh, that sounds really fun. I mean,
well,
yeah.
They said
obviously
it was,
it'd be better if nobody went missing.
Yeah,
but
they said it was like it's quite a competitive thing to get into, so you have to go through like an application process.
Really?
But they said that a lot of people like drop out anyway, so I think in the end they started with like 50 something, and then people started dropping out, and then from there they went to interviews. 35 people were interviewed, but then you have to get DBS checked, and loads of people were dropping out because they didn't want to go through the DBS
Oh, really?
check.
Why? That's really easy.
I don't know.
I had one of them when I worked in the school. It's like they just do it for you. You just apply for it, and maybe they've got something to hide.
Yeah, maybe.
So otherwise, you wouldn't not do it.
Yeah. And I met 3 people today that were part of the cold case unit, and they said, like, I asked, like, would it be useful, and they said definitely.
Yeah. Well, you get first-hand experience of stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
So.
And the lecturer that actually sets up, like, the crime room, was a former police officer, and he's now a lecturer, so
That's very good as well.
He sets up the room as, like, things that maybe he's seen before. Obviously not, like, real stuff. But, yeah. It was really good. And then we went to the library and talked for ages about, like, finance and careers and stuff. And they have student ambassadors that when you go into first year, you sign up to be a student ambassador, and then that lasts you through the whole time that you're there. So you don't have to like reapply each year.
What do you do for that?
And it's just like events, like I think she said about once a month. There's any events or whatever, like
you like help out, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do like open days, but you also go into like local schools and stuff. And that's something you get paid for as well.
Oh wow.
It's like £13 an hour, they said.
Oh, bargain.
So I was like,
sign me up, everybody.
Yeah. Obviously I'll probably have to get a job as well, but they said that once you go there, you get access to this like student portal thing, and it's kind of like Indeed. Well, not like Indeed, but where if there's any like local jobs or whatever, they put them on there, so like they list jobs and stuff. And then the student union, it's like a little, I say little building, I mean it's kind of underground, which is quite cool. And you can get jobs in there as well, and they've got a student union shop.
Oh wow.
So like you could work in the shop, or you could like be behind the bar at the student union, which is very cool.
Sounds good. You like it there?
I liked it.
You get a good feeling about the place?
Yeah.
Everyone
was really nice as well.
Good, that's good. Obviously they're going to be nice because they want you to go there.
Yeah.
Did they show you any like accommodation?
Yeah. It was like a example room on campus accommodation, and it was just like an example room of what it would look like. Obviously we couldn't go into
the real
room
because there's people there.
Yeah. But it looked quite nice. I think it's definitely big enough.
So the on-site ones, is that just for first years? Did they say, or?
I'm not sure. Obviously, the on-site are more expensive.
Yeah.
I think the tour guide, when we went on the tour and she was showing us like the room and stuff, she said it was like £190 per week or something.
That's quite a bit more than the ones we looked at.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you had a good day?
Very good day.
Bit tired now though.
So tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
Not quite yet. I've got to make dinner in a minute. Not quite yet. Good, glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Did you see anybody you know?
No.
That's good.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the whole day. Oh my God.
Right, well, so you think you want to go there, don't you?
Mhm.
Do you want to look at any others?
I'm not really interested. No.
Just got to get those grades.
I know. I'll
So-
get there.
Hard work,
I can do it.
perseverance, hard work, determination, and voila, you'll get them.
Yes.
You will. Right, thanks for your little chat, Hannah.
You're welcome.
Nice for me to know about it as well as everybody
Yeah.
else, in case just might be interested. Really,
Mm.
because I have no experience of universities or how they work or anything, so I can't really help you out, and nor does Dad.
Well, this was my first experience.
Yeah.
So.
And your cousins both went to uni, so well, the two older cousins anyway. Alice obviously. Alice is 8, so she hasn't quite been to university just yet.
Yeah.
She's not in Mensa or anything like that, not yet anyway. But yeah, so okay, that's the end of the chat then, I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't really have anything.
You go and
else
drink
to
your
say.
hot chocolate.
Yes.
I'm gonna go and start dinner. I might even end this for today, and I will. I'll be back tomorrow just briefly to show you the cheesecake once I have portioned it up and frozen it, and I'll just show you what it looks like really. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, it's the next day now, and it's actually much later on the next day. It's actually nearly 6 o'clock now. So this is the first chance today I've had to do this. So I've got the cheesecake out of the fridge. I'm going to uncover it and show you. It's all nice and set now, and I'm just going to portion it into smaller pieces, or at least try to as best I can. And then I will pop it in the freezer, and voila, then we can, like I said, pop it into a sealable bag, which I will insert a little clip after I've done this part for you, just so you can see what it looks like when they're all frozen.